Loy Meets World, and we're back with another one. Today we've got some gameplay from Let's Not Keep the Ground. He is a Jackie man and we watch this guy quite a lot. Today he's going to be potting from hospital to uptown to pond to avenue. We're just going to see him, and today I think I'm going to be speaking about the basics. Of course, guys, you want to be skilling the movement abilities first on all of your characters. A lot of the characters have their movement abilities on their E. You want to be grabbing that first, and then you transition into your skill order. And the skill order for Jackie, the current one that Let's Not Keep the Ground has been going for, is he gets his Q into his E, into his W, and his passive loss. So as always, you're just going around the map, and what you're trying to do is you're not trying to stick around in any places for too long. What you're trying to do is you're just trying to loot everything, take what you need, and if you don't find what you need in a region, you're trying to improvise. Of course, there are those items, like now he's looking for the scrap metal, and he's pretty sad that he can't find it. That is an essential item that he's gonna need, but he's just decided to leave it. The scrap metal, of course, needed for that magazine that he's gonna be building. This Jackie build, you can see it in the top right corner. Its priority is to get you a whole lot of health stats and make you a really beefy character, and then abuse butler suits and get you some lifesteal as well, so that you can stay in fights for a whole lot longer and sustain yourself up. Jackie naturally has a good attack power stats. She has pretty much the best attack power stats in the game at the beginning of a game. So it's really easy to do quite a bit of damage even when you're stacking health items and whatnot. Just going to be finishing the Swiss Army Knife, and the Damascus Steel Thorn is the item that will be built off of the Swiss Army Knife that is in the inventory but not equipped. Just needs a spike plank, so a mouse trap and a nail is going to have to come through before that item gets completed. And we are now level 6, the ultimate coming through. Of course, her dueling potential goes through the roof as soon as she finds the ultimate. But really, early game, no one really wants to mess with you as Jackie. And you actually have a really relaxed time. It's when you get to the later stages of the game or the mid game where you have to start being very careful. A lot of people can duel you pretty well. Okay, now just getting all of these items that are required. Still hasn't equipped the Swiss Army Knife. I don't know why I'm calling it a Swift Army Knife. That would really be something. Just put on your Swift Army Knife. Alright, does take the flower as well here and uses it to make orchid. Orchid gonna be used to make health potions a bit later on. So as soon as she finds some glass bottles, can make potions off that. And finally, the army knife equipped here, and these bears will be shredded. Of course, your passive pops off the bears. You get extra attack stats off of killing them. And a force core found. Oh, that's so big. I think Damascus Steel Thorn just doesn't get built. This is probably the Fragorach coming through. Fragorach gives you 95 attack. It gives you 0.22 movement speed. So interesting that we didn't get to see the Damascus Steel Thorn come through. Damascus Steel Thorn, of course, will give you 66 attack power, and then it gives you 200 HP. So significantly less attack power, but does give you a little bit of that HP. And now dueling this Lee Dylan, ultimate goes up and misses on the Q and decides to leave it alone. If you don't get the Q, you don't get the bleed. Can't use your E. And now the bleed's on and uses the E to follow up. Just going to be using another Q. Lee Dylan has to piece out of there. Think she used the ult to get away. And she will be tracked. Weapon skill now available for Let's Not Keep the Ground. Will he follow? Let's Not Keep the Ground. Keeping the peace here actually. Doesn't pursue the Lee Dylan any further. And now just getting what he needs there to get that sheet metal, and the magazine gonna be coming through. So feather boots, magazine, imperial crown, and a leather shield. So the leather shield is going to be used to build the burnished aegis. But there is a world where he finds mithril, and the mithril shield could come through as well. Mithril Shield, I guess, is a more late game item. And we're just going to see him build the Damascus Steel Thorn, and he's going to be keeping it in his inventory to switch up. Burnished Aegis is going to be coming through as well. So he's got his Aegis, and now he's pretty strong. Really strong, and he finished this build quite quickly. 5 minutes on the board to finish the entire build. That's pretty quick, considering he's already got the Fragorach. And just getting that Force Core was the big RNG, lucky RNG, the big RNG luck. I don't even know what to call it. The good fortune of Lumia Island, and that's what's making him so powerful. Going to be able to take this bear now. Maybe gets another one. No, poison drops, not needed. An interesting consideration of the poison. Okay, gonna find another Jackie. Will be able to duel her. Is in a better place items wise. The other Jackie just running away. Gets hit by the Q. E's over as well. Doesn't land the E, but now using his ult into the weapon skill. So much damage coming out from Let's Not Keep the Ground. And will he be able to land his Q? Just pursuing this Jackie very intensely. Waiting for his E. Her E is going to be up at the same time. Oh, uses his ult into the E, and so much damage coming out. The other Jackie now trying to use her E to escape. But I think this is going to be the other Jackie dying. Let's Not Keep the Ground will have his E first, just based off how they used it. And that will be up in a few seconds. Does land the Q, and that will be the death sentence for this other Jackie here. And he finds Mithril, instantly takes it. And also able to get some glass bottles for the health potions of the Orchid. So that's really big. Okay, we're gonna want to see what he does now. He's got a lot of powerful items. There are some upgrade considerations. Mithril Helm could replace the Imperial Helm. There is a world where that happens. The Burnished Aegis could go out for a Mithril Shield. The Feather Boots, I think, stay no matter what. There is a world where he maybe kills someone and takes the radar off them. So someone else who maybe built a radar, he takes the radar off them. Or a Cube Watch user takes the Cube Watch off them as well. Accessory, I think the accessory is going to be kept the same. The helmet can also shift into a Chinese opera mask if he's lucky enough to get VF blood. I think those are the main considerations we're looking at. Those are the main item changes that could occur. Nothing more that I could see happening. I suppose Boots of Hermes for chase down potential as well. Mithril Boots could also be a thing, just for a little bit of a more, I don't know, defensive boot item than Feather Boots. Alright, and the bears are going to be suffering the wrath of Let's Not Keep the Ground. And he's only taking one this time, one at a time. Gonna be able to find Heated Stone there, that's pretty big. And Luke now in the region, misses on his Q, that's very big. And Jackie now has to peace out. Let's Not Keep the Ground, not keeping in that region for much longer. Looting here, and he feels pretty safe, knows his E is gonna be up, and it's up now. I would assume that he'd go to the other side of pond. Okay, finally gets the leather shield done. Finds the turtle shell to do that, and the mithril shield going to be coming through off that. I thought he was going to go to the other side of pond and get himself some potatoes, make some baked potatoes, but that will not be happening. I think I just saw the wicker lion spawn as well. Oh no, 50 seconds until the wicker lion spawns. So there will be some contention from him. That's what he's doing in this region in Avenue. Also able to just get the chocolate that he's going to need for Americano if he's building that. I think it's hot chocolate. It's not Americano. My apologies. It's hot chocolate. They kind of look the same though. Americano a bit more bronze brown and a bit more milky brown from the hot chocolate. Now we're gonna just see. Let's not keep the ground. He's roaming in this area. Already activated the console. Very, very important. Sees the footsteps of Aya. Aya just sticking around here. Aya not too scared, but she should be. Weapon skill and the ultimate popped. And he jumps on her with the E. And now he dodges out on a W. Uses the Q. And he's doing so much. He has to use the root into the Q. And she's trying to use her E. Could have used her E better there, and it's going to get shredded by the E of Jackie's. Let's not keep the ground now in a duel with the Lee Dalen, and Lee Dalen is shredding him right now. He's going to have to run away from this full speed, and that will mean that he probably misses out on the wicker line. We're going to have to see. There's another Lee Dalen in the area, probably trying to take that wick, and there will be a lot of contention over it. He's not going to leave this area. Contention. Ooh, glacial shoes. I think glacial shoes are being kept as a keep away rather than an item he wants to equip. Just deciding someone else might find it useful. 7 players left, so it's very interesting. And now he catches 2 Lee Dalens dueling each other. He has his weapon skill as well. Uses his E and just messes up this Lee Dalen with his weapon skill and the E combo. Gets hit by the Q from the Luke. Luke doesn't see that this is a potential third party. I think didn't notice that, or else Luke might have engaged that and might have forced Jackie into a really, really tough spot. Let's not keep the ground. Pretty lucky. Wants to get the baked carp done. And Lee Dalen just trying to abuse Wicker Line but won't be able to. And now Jackie following this Lee Dalen very, very aggressively. Does he win these though? That's the question. Gets silence and so much damage coming out from Lee Dalen early. He's going to have to use his E and uses it kind of to piece out from the fight as well. Just tracking the Wicker Line as well. Not letting Wick get out of sight here. Going to be activating the console again. We can see a Barbara in the region as well. And Barbara is going to be very, very scary if she decides she wants it. Oh, what a move with the weapon skill there. And jumps onto the Lee Dalen, dealing so much damage. And the ultimate surely will ensure that this is done. Lee Dalen does have ult though. And will Jackie be able to chase? E up now. Oh, Lee Dalen going the wrong way. She could have gotten away if she didn't try and juke that. And now gets shredded by the chainsaw. Lace Quiver picked up. No, not Lace Quiver, sorry. It wasn't picked up, but it was on the Lee Dalen there. And he does have the Boots of Hermes now from that Lee Dalen. So he's going to be speeding around the map. Imperial Crown, Butler Suit, Hermes. And wow. Finds the weak and gets the VF Blood. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Chinese Opera Mask now in the cards. Chinese Opera Mask, of course. I don't discuss the stats on this item a lot, so let's go over it. It does 10 defense, it gives you 300 SP, it gives you 2 movement speed, it also gives you extra movement speed out of combat, and it will give you 22% lifesteal. That's the last stat. So we are probably going to see that item come through pretty soon. He doesn't have it yet, just going to be building towards it. First has to build a mask. So we're going to be seeing him trying to get the mask done right now. It's of the utmost importance. That item will change his dueling ability quite a lot. I think it is significant enough to prioritize it and prioritize getting it as quickly as possible. Of course, lifesteal, very important, plus the movement speed it provides for trades, guys. We've been seeing that Let's Not Keep the Ground has been chasing down a lot of these people and just killing them after chasing them down. Oh, finds the mask of Lee Dalen. Oh, that's so big. And Chinese Opera Mask comes through. Does now take the Lace Quiver. I thought he would have taken it earlier, but maybe with the Chinese Opera Mask, feels a lot more comfortable taking it. Feels a lot more justified, as the more autos you get off in a certain amount of time, the more you're going to be sustaining up. So maybe without the Chinese Opera Mask, not justifiable. Or weapon skill into the Q, into the auto. And now Yuki returning so much damage, but he's run out of it. And now E coming out and Jackie just shredding the Yuki here. Yuki still has his ult probably. And and he's just trying to stun and run away, but won't be able to use his ult here. It won't do anything. E coming, and that's going to be a dead Yuki. Kendo Master going down as the serial killer shredding him. I don't think Radar gets taken here. Mithril Shield, just the better dueling item, does have some defensive stats, and that's exactly what Jackie needs for these longer trades. The big question is, does he pick up the Radar? No. And he equips the magazine, puts the Lace Quiver on the floor. Lace Quiver was a specific consideration for Yuki. Glacial Shoes also dumped on the floor. Oh man, it's lovely to watch how they work around these items. Potatoes coming through, so a lot of food about to be made. Chefing on Lumia Island, next to the trees, just chilling by the pond, not doing too much. Pond is like the beach away from the beach. There's no sand though, only a bridge. Does Pond have 2 bridges? Pond does have 2 bridges. Really crazy ass area. And there's a Barbara and an Isol left. Gonna be very interesting. I think Isol is the best matchup, but I think the only way that this is going to be good for Let's Not Keep the Ground is if the Isol stays alive. That is of the utmost. Oh wow, okay. And Barbara gets the kill onto the Isol as I say that. Look, this is a very difficult 1v1. There's the Barbara. He's going to be probably using his weapon skill. The Barbara did use her E here. She probably saw him on the console, and now weapon skill going to be used to engage this. Oh, but doesn't get it. I don't think he wants to fight this without his weapon skill. Oh, he's just getting so aggressive. Jumps on, uses his Q, and now autoing her, and doesn't have a CC ability. Can't crowd control her and get her to stop. Now there is a lot of value in trying to find the Barbara wherever she is, and the Barbara maybe went straight to Avenue and he lost a lot of time. Barbara will be healing to 4. Barbara, unfortunately, just one of those characters, very very hard to duel 1 vs 1. She's got the stun, she's got a lot of damage with her W and her ultimate. So this will be a very difficult 1 vs 1. He's gonna have to use his weapon skill and clear vision. Oh, it doesn't even do it. Gonna activate the console first. CCTV being prioritized. Going to be killing this boar. And gets level 19. Second point into his passive. Will it make a difference though? Ooh, traps just everywhere by the Barbara here. And Barbara now using a W, but damage coming back from Let's Not Keep the Ground. Let's Not Keep the Ground wants this. Very difficult 1 vs 1, I'm not gonna lie. Only because of the turrets. You need to stand still as Jackie, and that's exactly where Barbara wants you. So we'll see when the ultimate comes out. Okay, Q into the ult, and so much damage. He explodes. Oh, wow. Bro, that was so much damage. Unlucky for Let's Not Keep the Ground. That is a very very well deserved second place. I'm not sure what he could have done differently at the end there. Got done in by the traps and just Barbara's zone control. Very scary to fight her around consoles. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is your boy Loy Meets World. If you learned something, you gotta subscribe. I'm out.